Hello students, welcome back to online classes. I hope you all are safe and sound at home. Today we are going to continue with the same chapter, that is chapter 15, perimeter and area. So let us see what is area. The amount of surface enclosed by a closed figure is called its area. Now over here you can see a figure of a square whose each side is 5 centimeter. It means that each block is of 1 centimeter. So total 5 centimeter, each side is of 5 centimeter. So altogether there are 4 sides. So the area of a square can be taken out by the formula side into side, that is 5 centimeter into 5 centimeter, that is 25 centimeter square. Now over here one side of a block is 1 centimeter. It means that all the 4 sides is of 1 centimeter each. So altogether it will make 5 centimeter. The same thing is over here in this side also. Each block is of 1 centimeter square. So each side is 1 centimeter. So the total length of this side will be 5 centimeter. In the same way this side also and this side also. So the area of a square can be taken out by the formula side into side. So 5 5s are 25 centimeter square. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us move to another topic, that is area of irregular shape figure. Now if we are talking about a regular shape figure, it has length, breadth or height, so the area can be taken out very easily. But suppose if the figure is irregular shape, as it does not have a regular shape, so how we are going to find out the area of that irregular shape? So with the help of a graph sheet we can find out the area of an irregular shape figure. So let us see how we are going to find out the area of an irregular shape figure. So over here I have traced a graph sheet and I have traced a shape of an irregular shape figure. So how we are going to find out the area of irregular shape? It can be taken out by counting the number of full squares covered plus number of squares half or more than half is covered. So over here you can see that the number of full squares that are covered is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So we can write that the number of full squares covered is equal to 8 centimeter square, and the number of half or more than half squares covered will be 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So it will be 6. So when we have to find out the area of irregular shape figure, we are going to find the number of full squares covered plus number of squares half or more than half covered. So the area of this figure will be 8 square centimeter plus 6 square centimeter, that is 14 centimeter square. Over here I have written approximately because there can be a distance, there can be a little bit of difference between the distance, so that is why I have written approx over here. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us move to another topic, that is area of regular figures. Why it is a regular figure? Because it is a two-dimensional figure and it has both length as well as breadth. So area of a rectangle can be taken out by the formula length into breadth. As I have already told you, the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So area of a rectangle can be taken out by the formula length into breadth. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us move to another topic, that is area of a square. So over here you can see the figure of a square. I have already told you that all the four sides of a square are equal. So the formula to find out the area of a square is side square, means any two sides you have to take and you have to find out the product of that two sides. Over here 3 centimeter into 3 centimeter is equal to 9 centimeter square. I hope it is clear to everyone. let us move to another topic, that is conversion of mass, capacity and money. So first of all, we are going to talk about mass. As we all know, kilogram, gram and milligram are the most common units for measuring mass or weight. So we know that 1000 milligram is equal to 1 gram and 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram. Therefore, to convert from kilogram to grams and from grams to milligram, we multiply the given unit by 1000. And to convert from milligrams to grams and from grams to kilogram, we divide the given unit by 1000. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us move to another topic, that is capacity. As we all know, liter and milliliters are the most common units for measuring mass or weight. Therefore, 1000 milliliter is equal to 1 liter. We all know. Therefore, to convert from liter to milliliter, we multiply the given unit by 1000, and from milliliter to liter, we divide the given unit by 1000. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us move to the last topic of this chapter, that is money. As we all know that we use rupees and paise as unit of money. Therefore, we know that 100 paise is equal to 1 rupee. So, to convert from rupee to paise, we multiply the given unit by 100, and from paise to rupee, we divide the given unit by 100. I hope all the topics that I have explained is very much clear to everyone. Now this chapter is over. Along with this chapter, I am going to send my lesson plan. So your duty is to complete all your work in your classwork copy. Till then, be safe and goodbye.